Hi, I'm Howard. This is Three Amigops. We got Johnny Dave from Blazblue.
That's me. I'm here again.
Yeah, we got Agent Cody Banks.
Skibbity bop and down.
Frankie Muniz?
Frankie Muniz is here in person, live. Okay, and
I thought you were doing NASCAR now.
Nah, I give up on that. I'm doing Three Amigops now.
You're doing podcasts now. That's what everyone's doing, so I guess that tracks.
I'm trying to be the new Joe Rogan.
All right, so today we got butt rock
Let's go.
slash dad rock. This is the super ultimate butt rock dad rock tier list.
Tier list maker.
That's true. That's true. Of every band I conceivably think as butt rock or dad rock, I really need to. I think the dad rock part is what their dad listens to, because when I think of dad rock, I think of Steely Dan, and that's not here.
I was talking to my dad about doing this tier list today, and even I named some of the bands that were on here, and he's like, "That's not dad rock."
Also consider that, like, dads nowadays are younger. They're not going to be listening to Steely Dan.
I think that's just sad.
It is sad. I'm not saying it's not.
It's the kids nowadays that are listening to Steely Dan, not their dads.
It really is. It's,
All the Zoomers getting into Peg, and meanwhile, like all the '80s dads, are like, what are they doing? I don't understand.
it's their loss, man. Steely Dan rips.
And if you don't know what butt rock is, it's a slang for the genre post grunge, which for all the people that are a little not cool, when a genre is post, that means after the big genre happened. So this is post grunge. So this is grunge after the big grunge movement.
Yeah.
So, like, not good.
Yeah. I was going to say, most of the time it means it's bad.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Is this bad? I guess that's what we're here to find out.
So let's get started with the first band, Three Doors Down.
Here without you, baby.
All right, I'm really mean to Three Doors Down. I think these guys suck.
Kryptonite's the only song I like by them. It's also the only song I know by them.
I mean, yeah.
I know a few songs by them.
Good.
Kryptonite, it's listenable. If you're listening to like a radio rock station and you like can't skip it, like Kryptonite, there's worse songs that could play than Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just really mean because I did a little research for this, which means I listened to a bunch of songs, and I started with Three Doors Down, and I'm just kind of like sitting there like the dried Pim thing of like the most overproduced music with the fakest southern twang in the guy's voice, so you could tell where he's obviously trying to get to where his appeal is.
Of course.
Everything about this screams fake rock band. Especially when I listen to other bands, I'm like, wow, this is like if Three Doors Down was good. So I don't know. I'm mean to Three Doors Down, so I don't.
I feel D. That might be too generous, though. I don't know.
D. That's fine.
I'm ambivalent towards them, except for Kryptonite.
I am good with the D tier placement.
And you have to understand that, and I think this might end up being the case for a couple of these. My autism is going to come full in force here because I saw a lot of like mid-2000s butt rock Godzilla and Bionicle fan music videos with a lot of these.
Yes, I already know one of them.
I specifically remember Kryptonite was one that they set to the peak cinema that is 2002's Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and that movie slaps. That means Kryptonite just gets a nice little bump for that.
You and I are in the same boat here. A lot of the bands I recognize just from like AMVs,
exactly,
or specifically Sonic ones. I remember there being really. I think they're on this list. I'm not going to say until I like see for sure, but I'm pretty sure the band is on this list.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm good with keeping Three Doors Down at a D.
Okay. I'm also kind of I don't hate them, but next one's 311. And the reggae alt rock post grunge rap metal shtick, I feel like doesn't work for basically all their songs. like hearing the like the little reggae like do 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 with like crunchy guitars and a guy going, oh, like I'm like, please, can we not?
I'll give him this. It's different.
Oh no, it is.
It's different, and I think that works in their favor.
And I like a couple songs by them, like "Beautiful Disaster" is that's a fun one.
Yeah,
Amber's nice. Down is fun.
I think Down and Amber are like the ones I know the best. Those are all right, but I mean, like, it's not something that I could be like, this band is amazing. This band is incredible. Like,
yeah, and it's no hate. It just doesn't vibe with me, if that makes sense. I don't think it's like
perfect sense.
And if like we're talking about like rap metal fusions, I think there's objectively worse you could do, like
100%.
Cold Chamber or something.
Oh God,
right? Like, so I think maybe C.
I was thinking C. I was thinking C. That feels.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, C is totally fine. Okay. All right, Dave. You ready to get mean? I'm scrolling down so that way it's easier to put.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Next one's Five Finger Death Punch.
Now, full disclosure, I loved Five Finger Death Punch in high school. I did.
Yeah.
I was fully in it.
And you know what? I re-listened to I think Way of the Fist recently, and I'm like, wow. They did used to be listenable.
And that's when they used the slurs too.
I know, right?
They put a slur on that album.
I know, and they were somehow listenable, but by masking their power level, they got worse. So after like what I would safely say the first two albums,
I would almost go to American Capitalist. That one's more of like kind of an ironic enjoyment because like it's cheesy and I like it because it's cheesy, but I think like legitimately listenable, then yes, the first two albums.
Yeah. Okay. And then afterwards it's horrendous.
Yes.
Like
there's a couple good tracks on like that double album they had that I can't remember the title of.
Oh, wasn't it like I don't know, something like the path to heaven is
something
full
like
of
that.
pit and spikes.
Yes.
Insert Grim Reaper image here.
And then everything after that.
Wrong Side of Heaven. That's what it was.
Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell. That's the full title. You're welcome. Aren't you glad you have a Five Finger Death Punch fan here in the studio for this? But no, everything after those, it's pretty bad.
Like
it's pretty bad.
Do we like their recent album had like a trap banger on it? I remember.
Oh, don't remind me.
All I can think of is their cover of The Offspring's "Gone Away," and I just like
I didn't even know they did that.
They did, and it's like I didn't like it. I love "Gone Away" by The Offspring. I think that's my favorite Offspring song, and then they Five Finger Death Punched it in the throat,
which is strange because on their second album they have a cover of Bad Company by Bad Company, and that's like weirdly one of their bigger hits is a cover.
Oh no, most of their which is really funny, a lot of their big hits are just covers. So so they did that. They have Mama Said Knock You Out.
Oh yeah,
that one's popular. They also have
and they got a little Cool J on that too. I forgot about that.
They got Kenny Wayne Shepherd's Blue on Black.
Oh yeah,
that one was also big, and that was a promo single for their greatest hits compilation. I think.
Was that what that was? Okay,
I think so. So they do a lot of covers, and they're just not good.
No,
it's just like I understand if you want. Okay. They're obviously emulating Pantera.
Yes. In like the worst possible way.
And in retrospect, a lot of what Pantera is just, growly, hyper masculine, hoorah, Cabas Rebel, all that stuff, right? This feels like boneless Pantera. It
does.
But with fake overcompensating masculinity.
It goes even further because the production on all their albums is so fake and plastic.
Yeah.
Compared to everything that Pantera did that sounds like
crunchy
and heavy and good.
Five Finger Death Punch wishes they could make Vulgar Display of Power.
They do.
Oh my God. That's so
I mean, to be fair, most metal bands
Most
probably
metal bands
think they
do, but like
wish they could make Volbeat play
Five Finger Death Punch just like envies them so hard.
And it's so pathetic that now, like, you know, we have to now deal with Five Finger Death Punch forever, and then get spin-off bands like Psycho Sinner as well with their 12 albums, and I listened to all of them because I'm insane.
I don't know why you did that, because you were a Psycho Sinner.
So E tier or F tier? I think there's enough good songs to make it an E tier.
I would put E because, yes, there are some good songs, and I do hold a little bit of nostalgia for them.
I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
Because there are some worse bands on here.
There are worse bands.
So this one was a weird pick, A Perfect Circle, which is the Tool Singers spin-off alt-rock band.
Yes.
The first 2 albums, I do enjoy. The covers album
Yeah, that covers album's a little...
and Feed the Elephant was okay. So first of all, this is like the first, I would say, really good band.
Yeah,
I think
I think so.
I think the highest in B tier, because like half their discography is kind of okay.
And I feel I know maybe I'll upset some fans saying this. I feel like Tool really overshadows them too.
Yeah,
Like everyone like you see people like saying, "Oh yeah, Perfect Circle's good," but like everyone talks about Tool, and I get that. Like Tool's, I'm not a big Tool fan, but I understand. Tool is Tool.
Tool is Tool. They have the cult following.
Yes, exactly. But like, I just don't really see a lot of people talking about A Perfect Circle.
Yeah, and you know, I do feel bad, but in the end, it is just kind of like it's a side passion project.
Yeah.
You know, they're just having fun. They're doing their thing. I think B tier's fine.
B tier.
I'm good with B tier.
Alice in Chains. There's some grunge here. The big 4. I really enjoy Alice in Chains.
I also really
I
enjoy
too.
Alice in Chains.
I'm pretty sure I have a Dirt shirt that I've worn here a few times.
This is probably the first band on here that I like really enjoy.
Yeah. I just it's like Dirt is like one of my favorite 90s albums. It's so good. And there's just something really like different about them than like the other grunge in the big
They're
4.
heavier.
They're heavier.
Especially that Facelift is like shockingly heavy for a grunge band.
Or they're self-titled, which is sludgy, which no other big grunge band tried to make it that sludge at like metal-esque.
Yeah.
I think from their 90s run, there's at least like 1 or 2 songs on each album that like everyone can like sing along to. Like, I mean, I feel like nowadays Jar of Flies is actually the album that people gravitate to as
I
their
see
best.
Wood getting a lot of play nowadays, more so than something like Rooster.
Oh yeah, and then some other things like I've been seeing Nutshell in the past decade be getting some popularity, and I'm like that's a deep cut getting popular, you know?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for No Excuses to have its like really big moment.
Oh, that's a good one.
The drum intro.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But the thing is we can't bring up. We have to bring up the elephant in the room, and that's their discography after.
So, I quite like the first 2 albums with William Duvall.
Yeah.
Black is Weighted Blue and The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here.
Yeah.
I never listened to Rainier Frog because when it came out, you listened to it and you were like, this is kind of bad, so I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, no, and I think that the 2 albums that they mentioned, they're okay. I'm not the biggest fan, but I can see like, okay, I know what they're doing. If I was in a live setting, this would rock. It's not my, it's okay. It's all right, you know?
For them to come back after their main lead singer passed away and for it to be that good, I think is really impressive.
Oh, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's very good, and I appreciate it. But then Rainier Fog, I was just, again, like the dried Pim in the corners being like, this is the most boring thing I've ever heard.
Maybe
my
I should
life.
go back and listen to it just to see what you were talking about.
It's just really flat.
Because that was like, what, 2018 now?
Yeah.
Jeez, it's been so long.
I heard I listened again to a single, and I'm like, it's still really boring.
Dang.
It's really boring.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I will say I think past Lane Staley. I feel like Devil Put Dinosaurs Here though still deserves like a lot of
Yeah.
props. The singles off that were great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I remember like I got Rocksmith back in like 2016. I'd play the shit out of Stone.
Stone.
The bass,
Oh.
the bass.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Cantrell is just an incredible songwriter.
My friend saw him like I think last year or the year before. He was playing at the small venue.
Because he put out a solo record pretty recently. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on tour for that, and my friend Wes saw him and was like, his hot take was that Jerry Cantrell was like the real talent behind Alice in Chains.
Oh, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like, yeah, we already said what needed to be said about that.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like a high A tier.
Yeah, I'm feeling A.
All right.
yeah.
Because there are bands on here that I like more than Alice in Chains that I feel are more fitting for S.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Next one, Alter Bridge. The best fun fact I tell anyone, and it always gets a pop. And I'm pretty sure this is a fun party trick, but just be like, you
Yep.
know, Crean.
Yeah.
Yep, this is the same band, but they swapped the singer with someone else.
Yeah.
It's literally it.
Yep.
And it sounds completely different,
Completely different.
110% different. And they actually, stay with me now, have good songs. I couldn't
know.
believe it at first. I was impressed.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You probably heard them because they did the Edges theme.
That's right.
On their debut album, I think.
Yeah.
So like that's their big claim to fame. In like 2006.
God, they've been around for a while. They still feel like a newer band to me, but yeah, 2006 for their debut. That's insane.
Yeah, and I enjoy them.
Yeah.
They're not my favorite.
I haven't really cared about them since their third record, and that was like 2011. Not that I've like not disliked their output since AB3. I just kind of forget they existed.
Yeah, because in the end, I don't know if this is spicy, but like it's just good hard rock.
Yeah.
But like that kind of hard rock has been around. You could argue since the 80s,
Yeah.
maybe even the 70s, if you really want to
They're
stretch it.
not really pushing the envelope.
Not exactly, no.
Yeah, so I mean, like I would say a low B tier under Perfect Circle.
I'll say this much: since getting into Alter Bridge, quote unquote, because I'm not really into Alter Bridge. It's like, oh yeah, they're pretty solid. I've been more interested in Miles Kennedy's and Mark Tremonti's side projects than I have with Alter Bridge themselves.
That's so
because I
valid.
love Miles' solo stuff. I really like the stuff he does with Slash on his solo group, and Mark Tremonti's solo project is really heavy. It's like really solid, like groove metal.
And you are skipping Mark Tremonti's Christmas album.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. He did do a Christmas album. It was very good because that dude has one heck of a voice.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
It was pretty good. So I think under Perfect Circle is fine.
I'm good with that.
I have no qualms.
Okay, this is my spicy take.
Okay.
I think Audio Slave. For those who don't know, Audio Slave is a
Just like Alter Bridge.
just like Alter Bridge.
But with Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's Rage Against the Machine, but they swapped the singer. And
Yeah.
the thing is I have tried so many times, and I with my whole heart. And I think Audio Slave is kind of overhyped. I think they're all right.
They're just fine.
They're okay.
just fine.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we're in agreement here.
Like, it's nothing mind-blowing. Like, it's
Yeah.
listenable, but it's nothing like, it's not going to be like, it's not Rage Against the Machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nor is it.
Granted, they're not trying to do that because, like, we've heard Chris Cornell try to rap in the past on one of his solo records. And clearly they knew not to do that again. I don't even know what the timeline was on that.
That one came out later because that was 2006 with Timbaland.
Okay. But yeah, they're not trying to be Rage Against the Machine, thankfully. But yeah, it's kind of just okay. Like, everyone in Rage is very talented. They're very talented musicians. Chris Cornell is a was a phenomenally talented singer, but like you would think everything would gel together really well, and it just, like you said, it's just kind of okay.
I just realized something. I think, okay, I don't know if you've ever listened to Temple of the Dog.
Yes.
Does it feel like they're trying to do Temple of the Dog again? With Audio Slave's first album?
Not really.
Okay, because I'm thinking of like the hits, and I'm like, it does sound like they're trying to be like a more somber Temple of the Dog at some points. Like
Maybe
they're trying to bring that energy a little. Because like I don't know what the direction they kind of wanted to go with Audio Slave, because it just kind of sounds like
Audioslave felt more like straight hard rock than grunge, like Temple of the Dog was.
I'd say maybe a little bit of like blues in there.
Okay.
I feel like the first track on their debut kind of feels like it kind of sounds like Bomb Track. Like the main riff kind of sounds like Bomb Track a little bit. So I feel like they're trying to like show like the Rage like presence in the band while also trying to like make it its own separate thing, and it just trying to like they're trying to do a lot at once, and it's you can tell,
and it feels like nothing in the end.
Yeah.
Which is the sad part.
It's hard because, like, as a guitarist, Tom Morello, he's made this identity for himself, and the issue is he debuted that identity as a guitarist with Rage Against the Machine. So I feel like every project he is ever a part of now until the end of time will be compared to Rage Against the Machine.
That's so true. That's so valid. I mean, I do like Audioslave songs, but
Yeah.
they're I think they should go in C tier.
Yeah, I'm
above
feeling
311.
Above 311, yeah. I agree.
better be above 311.
That's it. Okay, next one is Blue October. They were more like pop rock in like the mid. I feel like it's a MySpace kind of band. They were like
It does.
they were a little generic when I peeped some of the songs.
I mean, to be fair, so is Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge is a very, very MySpace core.
No, I mean no, not like people on MySpace. I mean like band that was found on MySpace.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like I
I was just going off purely vibes.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
No, this is like they won a contest to get some money, got a pretty well produced demo, and then they shared it on MySpace, got the record deal, completely forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say this is like a D tier above
Yeah.
Three Doors Down because I listened to it, a bunch of their songs, and I was not gelling too much with it. I kind of actually forgot what it sounded like, and I listened to it on a Thursday. That's not good. I don't like Breaking Benjamin. I'm just walking in here with
But they
my head-
were in the Halo 2 soundtrack, Josh.
That is the only thing I tolerate from them. I'm being totally honest. I find their vibes annoying. It's like Deftones made by whiners. I don't. It like 16-year-old whiners. I don't mess with it. Every song sounds like the same. They still make music, which is the number one issue.
That's honestly wild to me that Breaking Benjamin is still active today.
In 2014, their album that came out actually did really well. And I'm like, why? Why? They're so mid.
This is why people are saying like rock is a dead genre. If Breaking Benjamin becomes like one of the legacy artists that are like
They are, though. That's the issue. They all already.
Oh, God.
They're up there. I remember this because it's totally random because they were not on my radar because I tried it in middle school because I liked new metal and everyone puts Breaking Benjamin in the new metal sphere and I'm like, well, it's not.
They're not new metal.
Yeah, but like in the Disturbed vein, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's what it's technically alt metal, but in that atmosphere, right? So I'm like, okay, Limp Bizkit, fun. Most new metal bands, groovy. This band. None of those things. There's nothing fun. It's all melodramatic, melancholy, whining. Every single song, and I cannot stand it. I do not like it at all. And the fact that, and I only got reminded of it, and it all came back when Rock Band 4 was coming out, and Amazon goes, one of our pre-order songs is from the hit album, the so-and-so, Breaking Benjamin's song, Failure. And I went, what do you mean hit?
Breaking Benjamin.
Who said you could have a hit in 2014?
It's all hits.
And I didn't even know about it for 2 years. So I don't know what you guys' thoughts.
I'm honestly pretty ambivalent towards Breaking Benjamin. I like the funny Halo 2 song because I see memes in my Instagram.
The Halo
feed.
2 song is I like it.
That's the only thing I really care for.
I grew up listening to Diary of Jane, but like, I think once I stopped being a freshman in high school, I realized this song sucked.
Once you developed good music taste.
Once your frontal lobe starts to grow like more than an inch, like
more than an inch.
More than an inch.
If it's like 1 centimeter
if it's like a centimeter too short, whoops, sorry, you're a Breaking Benjamin fan.
Oops, sorry, shotgun and Coors Lights in the Denny's parking lot. Well, I will not bow play.
God.
I think this is E tier.
Yeah. I was thinking under or over 5 Finger Death Punch.
Under.
All right.
But Halo 2. Halo 2 bumps it up above 5 Finger Death Punch. All right. Oh, wow, Josh, you were very passionate about Breaking Benjamin. I hope the next band's nice. No, it's Buck Cherry. Honestly, this is my pitch for immediate F tier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think they're trash. They came from that weird era. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, Dave, but in like the from like 2005 to like 2010, because of the garage rock just slowly dying, every boomer band decided to come back. And every band that kind of got big around that era all sounds like 70s Woodstock rejects.
Yep.
But the lead singer always sounds like a jerk.
Yeah.
And I find that insufferable.
That does kind of like encapsulate Buck Cherry to a T.
To a T. It's like he has that fake southern twang.
He's got that. He is the most nasally voice I have ever heard in rock.
And every song you listen to, he sounds like a jerk.
He does.
And in every song subject, even when he's trying to make someone sound bad, he sounds like a jerk. And I really do think that if you go to a concert and go to Crew Fest and these guys are playing, first of all, please say hi to your kids. They miss you. Send
them a card. Send them a card.
Stop drinking and please find better music. Buck Cherry is insufferable to me. I see no appeal.
Yeah, no, I mean, I similar to Death Punch, like any songs I listen to are purely for like ironic enjoyment. Like it's bad and I know it's bad and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
But like I can't even think of a single song
for Buck Cherry.
For Buck Cherry, yeah.
I just can't. So I don't know if F is too harsh, but I genuinely I'm a pretty positive guy, I would like to assume. So I always try to find the positivities and to make sure I did listen to the big Buck Cherry album to make sure I'm not crazy. I skimmed through it and I went, oh, I don't like that, Skip. Oh, that's awful, Skip. Oh, jeez, Skip. And that's me listening to Buck Cherry. Mm-hmm. So unless Cody,
I'm perfectly fine putting him in F. Unless Cody is a massive Buck Cherry fan.
Yeah, and I'm a ginormous jerk.
My number one song for 5 years straight on Spotify was "Crazy Chick." I can't say the real title of the song.
And that song's so awful. The anti-bridge they have where they just stop playing and he goes, "Crazy," and I'm like, don't breathe that in my ear mid-song, jerk. F tier. I will say something nice about this next band, Bush. The first album's actually really good.
Yeah.
I like very good.
And then they're just okay from then.
Yeah, they're very, very serviceable as a band.
And it might be a little blasphemous to say, but I like more Bush songs than Audio Slave songs.
I don't think that's blasphemous to say.
I mean, like Audio Slave, I like about 3, Bush about 5.
All right.
I think that's a decent, and I mean like really, really like, not like, like listen to it and
Yeah.
it'll stay on. I mean, like genuinely, like it's in the rotation. It's just the first Bush album's actually just like it's pretty good.
Yeah, but everything since
It's okay.
it's just fine.
It's not the worst.
So where?
See, this is the part where I said it's blasphemous.
Yeah.
Audio Slave with the 2 albums and Bush with the whole discography that no one cares about.
Yeah.
But I mean, Glycerine, Machine Head, Calm Down, all of those are like really, really solid song. I mean, Audioslave really only has like a stone when it comes to songs people like really, really know by these bands.
Yeah, it's actually, you know what? We have technology.
We're bringing up the Spotify.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm just going to look up Audio Slave because I literally know the answer.
I'll look up Bush.
Yeah. So Audio Slave, top songs Like a Stone, 800 mil. Second biggest is Be Yourself with almost... No, I'm sorry. Show Me How to Live with 300 mil. Yeah, a lot of these are in the tens of millions of listens. So... Because, Audio Slave's related. Bush, I really only think they have about 5.
Bush has 2 that are in the 100 mil.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Audio Slave is the more well-liked. That's why I keep being like, oh, well, I hope people don't, want to murder me for thinking Audio Slave is just okay. And I don't think I'm ready to be that guy. Maybe we'll just put Bush under Audio Slave. I think...
All right, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, we'll just do that because someone's gonna hurt us if we do. Candlebox. Candlebox is a band that has literally no identity.
Is that just the Scorpions font?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god, it is! Oh
Hold on.
no!
I'm just gonna bring up the Scorpions logo. I just want to compare and contrast here.
Yeah, so again, when I was doing a little bit of research, because I only heard the big single by Candlebox, because they're like kind of a one-hit wonder.
A lot of these bands are kind of.
Yeah, every single song was a different genre off the first album. They have literally no identity. Genuinely none. It's like if you tried to make Counting Crows go through like a whole like roulette wheel of trends at the time. Because he has like such a forced... It's like he's doing a Counting Crows impression, which is a noticeable thing. I noticed that everyone's trying to force a southern twang.
Wow, that is
It's literally the Scorpion one?
Literally. Like, I'm looking at the C in Candlebox and the C in Scorpions. It is quite literally the same font.
They flipped the O. Oh, wait, no, that's the D. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the O now. No, it's the same thing. Look at the O in Scorpions. Look at the O there. It's the same font.
Oh.
That's the same font.
Candlebox.
That's crazy.
Candlebox, what are you doing?
There's no way that's the official font. There's
no
no way.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up Candlebox logo.
That's really bad then.
Okay, the logo I got is a totally different logo. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
Because that might just be a shirt. That might just
It
be
might
like,
be a but then why did they still ripped off the Scorpions logo?
See, but like bands do that.
Like this is the logo I'm seeing.
Okay, that looks actually awful.
Yeah.
It looks bad. It does look bad, but at least it's not ripping off Scorpions.
That's so valid. But yeah, these guys have no personality. I'm okay with throwing them in D.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Get them out of there.
And you know what? I'll give Blue October a pass for being forgettable because that way I don't remember them. Cold. I have been for this whole time in my life confusing them with Crossfade. So I'm an idiot. This is a completely different band, and honestly, I kind of dig them.
I'll take your word for it because I don't know who this is.
Nor do I.
It's like some like new metal band from like the early 2000s, but it's like Disturbed. But like I don't get the ick vibe. I get more of a he's trying to be like a radio friendly kind of Tool aesthetic.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You know that alt 90s alt metal, but in the 2000s. I dig it.
Okay.
I'll put them in the low B.
All right.
Collective Soul. They got a couple good hits. Their first album's trash, but that's because I think the story behind that was like they made Shine, and and then a bunch of other songs, and a studio really liked Shine, and I guess they signed a record deal, and the band was like, okay, we're gonna workshop this. I don't think we're gonna use Shine, and the record label goes, I'm just gonna take all these demos, and then ta-da, that's now magically your first release. And they went, excuse me. What? And it was like a contest to see as record companies trying to see who could get Shine first because they knew it'd be a hit, and it was. Shine's a hit.
Yeah.
Great song.
You know, but the first album, it sounds nothing like the rest of this stuff, and it's mainly like alt rock ballads.
Yeah.
Which, if that's your thing, I get it. They have. I like the song "Heavy." That's such a good song. But I don't know. I don't know. They're serviceable.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think a lot of these bands are just like
Okay.
serviceable.
I'd honestly put them under Bush.
I'm fine.
I'm
with
good.
that.
I'm really good with that placement.
All right, the big guy.
The big one.
All right, Creed.
I have a fun story about Creed.
Oh, do
when
tell.
when I was born, the very first song that played on the radio when my mom was bringing me home from the hospital was "With Arms Wide Open," and so my mom makes it a point to tell me that anytime that song comes on the radio and I'm in the car with her, she's like, "Oh, this song played when you were born." And I'm like, I know. I think that really set a precedent for the rest of my life.
See, I was under the impression you were going to say, like, as you were being born in the hospital, Arms Wide Open was playing on the radio.
Him coming out as a baby with the arms like this, with the arms wide open. And the doctor goes, "Oh my God."
I have a bit of an addition to that. My cousin just announced that he's expecting.
Okay.
With his girlfriend.
Congratulations.
And on the announcement post he made on Instagram, he put "Higher" as the music. And I'm like, this goes crazy, dude. And he responds back, "It just felt right, brother."
See, that's the funny thing is I saw, because like Creed came out, everyone liked Creed. Creed stopped making music, everyone hates Creed.
Yeah.
Now, magically in the past, I would say since the quarantine, people are liking it again. That's an issue. We can't be having that.
I think a lot of it's ironic, though. Like, I think it's...
No,
is it not?
People
Really?
are paying hundreds to see them. Like they
wild.
they sold out a tour.
That's
like
crazy.
It was used for a Paramount Plus ad with Patrick Stewart singing "Higher."
Patrick Stewart?
Yes.
What the heck?
Yeah, where he's taking like, well, I don't even know the context of the ad. It was a Super Bowl ad where like he was gonna throw a football. It's like, I'm bald. Give me a football. I'm gonna toss the football to throw at someone. And then he grabs Hey Arnold or something's head, and he's like, and it's like, "Go on, Creed, play the song." And then Creed's there playing.
Oh, I did see
and then
that.
Patrick Stewart singing.
I
And I'm
forgot
like,
about that.
Why is this back in the cultural zeitgeist? Even if we're looking at butt rock bands that people universally hated, first of all, I will take Nickelback any day before Creed. I will take Nickelback a heartbeat before Creed. I don't know if that's a hot take.
I don't...
I don't think so. No.
And it's like, why are we bringing them back? They're just not that good. It's the worst, because a lot of these people are just trying to be Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and this is like the worst impression out of all of them.
I was just about to bring that up, that like Eddie Vedder basically just created the 2000s, at least early to mid 2000s butt rock sound.
He did.
I mean, I'd honestly put this in like the lowest in D or the highest in E.
I'm good with D.
D?
E feels a little too mean.
D,
Okay.
I feel like we have to at least respect, even if we ourselves don't like the music, like it's at least impressive that that band has had that much of an impact on like pop culture. Because it's like, I wouldn't have thunk it.
They may suck, but at least people have bad taste.
Yeah.
It's like,
Basically.
it's like, damn, thanks, bro. We'll put them in lowest in D. Dave Matthews Band, because the 90s had a huge jam band spree. Because the 90s, after Kurt Cobain died, they were looking for a personality. And they failed.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
This one feels like really out of place next to literally everyone else here.
Yeah,
It does.
This is the dad rock part of it,
Yeah.
along with like Alice in Chains. I mean, there's a couple others here that are like jam bandy. I think I can see at least two already, but yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest Dave Matthews fan, but I respect it, so I don't want to put it in C.
Yeah, I mean they're fine. I don't really care for them. I'd be. Here's the thing. Are there really fans of Dave Matthews?
They are.
You don't understand.
Oh no.
They are headlining Boston Calling Sunday this year.
I know that's the thing. They're always playing big events, but I've never met a single human being that
They
like
were-
legitimately loves Dave Matthews Band.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame got into hot water because Dave Matthews Band in the public voting smoked everyone so bad that the Rock and Roll History just kind of like put their hand over the number one spot and ignored it and did like 2 through 6.
Oh
and
my God.
everyone got genuinely mad. And when
so
I mean
funny.
cleared, I mean like 40% of a 20-person poll, like 20
wild.
artists. They have such a huge following. They were in like every movie in the 90s, basically. Like these guys were big.
Am I missing out on Dave Matthews Band?
I listened to what was the song? Was it Crush? And I was like, you know what? I can see why. You just find the one song, it's 10 minutes long, and you vibe to it, and then you go to like the 3-hour-long concert, and they
Yeah.
just jam out to like 3 minutes of it. I kind of get it. If I want a jam band, I'll probably pick Fish instead.
Yeah.
But like, I can see why a normie would like it.
Okay.
That's my takes. I think maybe lowest in B or maybe above Cold.
I'm fine with either because I don't know who Cold is, so like
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just going off your word here. Josh.
You know what? I'll be nice to Dave Matthews. I'll put it above Cold.
all right.
Disturbed.
Whenever I think of Disturbed, I think of my friend Nate, who in freshman year I had a math class with him, and during the time, one of his vocal tics was the "Down with the Sickness." Oh, wow.
So that's one of my boss's vocal tics to this day. And another coworker of mine who probably got it from my boss, but
It's too easy to get like in your head and
It
just
is.
repeat.
It is.
You'll just catch yourself going, "Oh, wow."
and like, I you know what? We gotta shout out the lead singer because like, I don't think anyone has tried to match the
No.
they really haven't.
like no one's been able to do
David
that.
Draymond's the only one.
Who can do that nasally, like a dork with glasses trying to growl thing I've ever heard.
Also, bringing my autism back here for the Godzilla music videos. I forgot about this one until we just started talking about this. I haven't thought about this in probably over 20 years. Down with the Sickness had one for Godzilla versus Destroya.
Nice.
That's sick.
Now, are there some Disturbed songs I vibe with? Yes. Stricken's a banger. 10,000 Fists a banger. I like Stupefy.
Yeah, Stupefy's good.
Indestructible. Inside the Fire. There's some songs. But oh my god. There like once you like find like your highlights, every song is just a worse version of the song
Yeah.
you like.
And then everything they've done since probably 10,000 Fists
Oh, it's
has
all
been
phoned
bad.
in. Oh, it's
Yeah.
all phoned in.
Yeah.
Their cover of Sound of Silence,
Which everyone loved, and I can't figure out why.
It's still on the charts, by the
I
way.
know.
It's so over dramatic. So like me personally, if I'm going to a Disturbed cover, I'm going Land of Confusion.
Land of Confusion's a great cover.
It's a fantastic cover.
Shout's also
I
fun.
love their shout cover is so good, dude.
Yeah, you know, Sound of Silence is it's supposed to be somber.
Yeah.
Like, what do we? You missed the point.
And don't like I won't deny it, Draymond has a good voice. He's got a very, very good voice. But like again, you're missing the point. You're not supposed to do this powerful soaring performance on Sound of Silence.
They put sound over silence.
They put Sound over Silence.
Also, Down with the Sickness is a trash song. I'm sorry. It's bad.
Come on down with the sickness.
Like, other than once you get past the chorus, everything is bad.
It's weird because like a lot of the songs on that first album aren't that great.
No, they aren't. They aren't.
It's weird how big they got because of that first album.
It's so like, I'm sorry, but the verbal abuse solo is unironically one of the cringiest
bad,
cringiest
dude.
moments ever of music history, man. That's why, like, I'm so glad that when it's in like a music game, they actually cut
it, yeah.
They cut the part, and I'm like, thank you, because it's bad. I don't even care if we're doing to get past that. It's just bad.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I feel like it should be top of D.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That feels
D for Disturbed.
D for Disturbed.
Oh, next is
Is it also going to be D for Daughtry?
I think Dave has a little bit of I know he has nostalgia.
More autism.
Okay, so here's how I remember this, Dave. Okay, we used to have a radio show together.
We did.
Back in
Yes,
college.
we did.
Mayhem to Midnight. And when I was doing research, I was like, Daughtry. Okay, I kind of remember them. And I look and it goes,
Why were you doing research on Daughtry?
because I was doing it for all these bands.
Oh, for
Yeah.
this. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought we were doing like for
No.
the radio show you were doing research for. I'm like,
Sorry, I was like, so then I look and it said, you have a Daughtry song in your playlist. And I went, what do you mean I got a Daughtry song in my playlist? And then I look and I see it was on one of our radio set lists. And I'm like, why did he put, oh, it's Bionicle in it. Oh, it's Bionicle. It's the American Dad, like, oh boy, why is this song? It's Bionicle. It's Bionicle, isn't it? Is it Bionicle?
They for somehow Lego talked to Daughtry and was like, hey, can we use your song Crashed as a promotional music for our new line of Bionicle sets, the Toamari 2007. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is my only connection to Daughtry.
I hate Daughtry.
They're bad, yeah.
I don't like Daughtry.
They're bad.
Daughtry, there are one song that's like, I'm going home. Every time I listen to it without fail, gives me a headache because when I was younger, I had a really bad like migraine one day and that song came on and made it worse. So I like Pavloved myself into every time Daughtry comes on, I have a headache.
You just have a vendetta against Chris Daughtry.
It's nothing against him. It's just that like it's him and like certain other songs that whenever they come on, it's like they give me that headache again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like this only could have happened because of American Idol, which
Yeah.
is another reason to hate American Idol.
Yep.
You know, we're just adding because this guy didn't even win.
Yeah. He was like third place or something.
Fourth. I looked
place,
it up.
Sorry.
I looked it up this morning.
Oh my
he was
God.
Fourth. He was fourth, and he was given a record. And honestly, I'll be rude here. He got a little too far. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, cool, you can belt out notes. Why are you singing it over Nickelback songs, bro? Like, what are we doing here?
Is that the only thing he can say?
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's what his voice was made for.
And they still make music.
Yep. Unfortunately.
I can't.
Don't they also have a trap beat on their new album? I'm pretty sure
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
I'm totally okay with putting this in F or E. They're so generic. I really don't care where they go.
I'm saying E, but only because Bionicle.
Sure, we can put it under Death Punch.
Yeah.
they're
Death
saving
Punch.
grace.
They're saving grace is Bionicle.
All right, Everclear. This is more of a pop alt rock band trying to follow like REM, and I do like a lot of their songs.
Yeah, they have a like certain formula and it worked for them. You know, like all of their hits trying to have the dun, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and like, but it's like fun.
Yeah.
It's upbeat, even though like "Father of Mine's" actually a really sad song if you listen to the
Yeah.
lyrics. But they have other songs, and I think they're okay for like a fun pop group.
I Will Buy You a New Life. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a ballad. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I mean, I'd put them under Alter Bridge and B.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I'm fine with that. This is another one I'm kind of ambivalent towards.
Yeah. Finger 11.
The YouTube band.
Paralyzer. And that's it.
You guys are uneducated.
Oh no.
They were a new metal band originally. And I know this because when Dragon Ball Z
Josh's autism is coming out.
Oh yeah. When
His
they
special interest.
when they brought the films to America, they went, these movies suck, which they do. We need to bump it up for the American audience. Let's have a new metal soundtrack. And I'm pretty sure Finger 11 and Disturbed were on almost every single movie. There was also Deftones. But like that's what I knew Finger 11 from. And then Paralyzer came out and I'm like, what happened? What what happened? Why what's going on? Why is this my YouTube top 10? In Windows Movie Maker.
They open up the Windows notepad. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get free Robux.
Today I'm going to teach you how to make custom sprites in Super Mario Bros. 3.
I'm going to tell you how to get a rare puffin in Club Penguin.
Oh, it's called a puffle.
Puffle. I never played Club Penguin.
Unbelievable.
Stolen Valor.
Check your goddamn privilege.
And so the new metal stuff is actually, and I would say it's pretty all right. Their alt rock stuff when they went poppy. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys have strong feelings on the song Paralyzer.
I do not have strong feelings on the song Paralyzer. I'm sorry.
It's the same thing with like Disturbed and Daughtry, where it's because it's so like prevalent with one thing, I associate it with that thing, and it's the early YouTube tutorials.
All right, so under Disturbed.
You could not avoid that song.
Yeah,
anywhere you go.
That was the YouTube song. So I think under Disturbed is fine.
I'm fine with that.
Flyleaf, do you all like Christian new metal?
I always forget they're Christian.
Oh, they are.
Always forget they're Christian.
And honestly, their first album's kind of tight.
It is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like everyone always talks about like I'm So Sick, but All Around Me is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know those are the two.
That's because I'm So Sick. The bass line's nasty on that. That bass intro, like, come on, it's real good. But I really, their later output though.
Yeah.
I think C is fine. Because they also have from the Fantastic Game Guitar Heroes Warriors of Rock again.
Oh, I forgot that was in there.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yep. We got to give props. I like him more than 311.
Yeah. I'm good with C. Maybe where we.
I'm thinking above 311.
Okay.
Above 311.
Works for me.
I'm good with that.
Under Collective Soul.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That works for me.
All right, Chad. I feel like this one's an easy S tier. We got Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
for sure.
I mean, they have albums that like aren't as good as others, but like those albums that are good,
they're good.
Pretty dang good.
Their last album was so good.
Oh, I don't even.
That was the one after the drummer passed.
But
I forget
here
the
we
name.
are. But here we are.
Yes. That. Oh my God.
That was good. Sonic Highway's great.
Highway's
Their
great.
debut.
Wasting Light is great.
Oh, Wasting Light, dude.
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone speak positively about Sonic Highways, but
Sonic Highways is fantastic. Josh and I actually saw them live on the Sonic Highways tour.
Yep.
At Fenway Park, and that was after Dave broke his leg, so he had the big
So he
throne.
had the throne.
He had
big
the throne.
That's sick.
And he had his orthopedic doctor sing a song.
Oh, that's right.
Because in order to go on stage, he needed a doctor checkup, and I guess he's like, "Hey, you want to come on stage?" And he sang. So like, it's this very, very like he had like an afro, and he like comes on stage as a doctor outfit, and he's singing Seven Nation Army, and I'm like, "I'm gonna fight them all."
Yep. and actually, connection to another band we have coming up.
That's right.
For some reason, probably because they're a Boston band, they brought out Sully Erna from Godsmack to do a cover of "School's Out" by Alice Cooper.
Yes. Yeah. And
my
who was the
God.
opener? It was Royal Blood, right?
It was Royal Blood,
And
yeah.
Dropkick Murphys?
Was there two openers?
Yeah, because
I only remember Royal Blood.
there was Royal Blood. They were for both, and then there was a Boston-based band on one day and a different one on the other. And it was either the
don't
Boss
remember.
Tones or Dropkick Murphys, and I forget which one.
Either way, what a lineup.
right.
It was very good, very
I don't
good.
remember there being a second opener. I only remember Royal Blood, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Foo Fighters is like
They're fantastic.
To put them anywhere else would just be
rude.
rude.
It would.
This is Framing Henley. You don't need to know who these guys are.
Good, because I don't.
Good. I don't either.
Because remember how I said I think Blue October's only famous because they got downloads on MySpace? I know for a fact, probably, there's nothing set in stone, but probably is because this band's biggest hit. First of all, their first album was independent, right? Then they got a reissue on a label 1 year later, and after their breakout single, a cover of Lil Wayne's Lollipop.
Excuse me?
I beg your finest pardon.
Okay.
And it's imagine Nickelback covering Lollipop, and that's kind of what it's like.
That sounds disgusting.
Yup. I on principle alone, I think they deserve the honorary F
Okay.
for ever disgracing Wheezy's fantastic hit song Lollipop.
All right. Well, considering Cody and I don't know any better,
right,
you're our only.
Once again, just like with Cold, like we'll take your word.
You'll
for
take
it.
your word for it.
Okay, I'm being mean. I'll put him under Daughtry.
Okay.
All right, I'm more offended on Lil Wayne's behalf. I'm sorry. Fuel, everyone's favorite 2-song wonder with Hemorrhage in My Hand in Shimmer.
I do love Hemorrhage in My Hand. I still play that.
So honestly, I don't know if I know these guys.
Honestly,
I
it's
have a liked song by them. Oh, they had a song on the 1998 Godzilla soundtrack, apparently. Walk the Sky.
Oh, that's on their first album.
I was like, why do I have this liked? That's why, because I listened to that. All right.
Yeah, they're okay. They're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
I'd put them under 311.
I'm fine with that.
Even though, because as a whole, 311 does way better work than Fuel. But
Yeah.
Fuel has the 2 good songs, and they're like, whoa. All right.
Godsmack sucks, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
their last album that was all
Oh,
just
God.
Metallica worship,
Ah.
awful. And I ironically listened to 10,000 Horsepower because that's so corny of a victory song, like the time to rewind, and I'm like, please don't rewind. There's like a fun song or two. There's a couple fun songs on their debut.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
never picked back up.
I would put E.
Yeah,
Maybe
I put it under 5 Finger Death Punch.
yeah.
Because Daughtry I don't like, but Godsmack annoys me, irritates
Yeah.
me. So actually, maybe.
I was gonna put them on either side of Death Punch, but whatever you.
All right, we'll put Godsmack under
All right.
5 Finger Death Punch. It's bad. They
yeah.
literally, other than I Stand Alone, which is a corny song. They have not made anything worth contributing to society.
No. Except the one time when we saw Salierna do Schools Out with Foo Fighters. That's the only thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically that. Okay. Serious time. I also think Hinder's an F tier.
Oh, I swear to God, if I had my Gwimbly gun on me right now!
Bro, he got the Gwimbly. He got the Gwimbly.
Ew, ew, ew.
He got the Gwimbly.
Everyone only knows Lips of an Angel anyway, and it's
Yeah.
just if you could say it's written by any other of these butt rock bands, maybe not any other, but most of these other butt rock bands, and I feel like most people would believe you.
I bet you $30 if you put Lips of an Angel on like a back in 2006 on literally any single LimeWire-esque website and just say Lips of an Angel Daughtry, and then they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay,
You wouldn't be able to tell. It's so interchangeable.
it's worthless. They really haven't made a good song.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
The key they're just worthless. I think it's an F tier. I really can't think of
All
anything
right.
positive. I mean, unless this is too harsh, but seriously, can you think of anything nice about Hinder?
No. No, I really can't.
No.
I really can. I'm trying my best. I even listened to a couple songs to make sure I'm not a jerk. And I'm like, I really don't. I don't get it. Hoobastank.
I don't know. I don't have. Do none of us have anything to say about Hoobastank?
If you're naming your band Hoobastank, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like
Minute one.
I was shocked to find out they were also like a new metal band because everyone only knows like
The reason.
Yeah.
And also how he can't sing.
Do we have a story, some lore on the name Hoobastank?
All right. Well, while I Google that,
You're right. They set themselves up for failure with that name.
In 2009, there was because rock was, that was probably the last time rock was relevant.
Yeah.
There was, listen, I'm being honest here, if we're not counting indie rock, like that's the last time. So IHOP ran a promotion
Where is this going?
that had a bunch of meals named after bands of the time. And there was one for Hoobastank called the Who Burrito.
Oh, I love that.
The Who Burrito.
Oh, I love that.
I don't remember what was in it. I can look it up later, but
I'm gonna look
up the Who Burrito. I think it was IHOP. It was a whole menu of a bunch of bands from the time.
Yeah, IHOP did do a lot of like promos. So remember when Despicable Me came out? They came out with the Cinnamonion.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
To this day, I
Oh,
think
it was
it's the
Denny's.
best thing.
I think it was Denny's.
Denny's. Okay, wonderful.
Ooh, hold on.
There's a bunch of things on there.
This is a post from Reddit.
Okay.
And the title is Revealed Ingredients of the Hoobastank Burrito.
Yo, we got the Hooba Burrito. We got the Who Burrito link. We got the Who Burrito link.
All right.
Write that down. Write that down.
And they also mentioned that they feature dishes inspired by Taking Back Sunday, Katy Perry, and Boys Like Girls.
That's what it was. There was another funny one.
All right. So the ingredients were fried chicken, fried onion strings, barbecue sauce, cheese sauce, and pepper jack cheese. Served with a side of ranch and a side of the same cheese sauce that's already on the burrito. That sounds like a lot.
That sounds like heartburn.
Yeah, it does.
Heartburn, calcium deposits, just
No rice?
No rice.
no
That's
rice,
wild.
no beans, no pico.
That's wild.
All right. Also, I looked it up.
Yeah, what's our Hoobastank lore?
Multiple things.
Oh God.
But the one that Google keeps giving me is that it's one of two things. A, it's German slang. I'm sorry, multiple things. Okay, so one of which is the mispronunciation of a German street.
Okay.
The other one is slang for someone who owns many sneakers. The other one is a Californian slang term for someone who has a shoe fetish.
So two different shoe things. Interesting.
Yep. And
Okay.
and one of them states that apparently one band member states 20 years ago that it means hopscotch in a random foreign language.
Okay. You know what? Good on them.
I like how
I think three out of four like shoe related. Doesn't mean hopscotch.
yeah,
that's-
you can make
that's
the
sort
stretch.
What do they have to do with shoe? Why do they love shoes so much?
Maybe they have a foot fetish.
They
All collectively do.
I don't know if they ever had like a collab with like Converse or Vans or whatever, but like they missed out a huge opportunity to do a collab.
Well, they had a collab with Denny's, so
Okay. I also do want to appreciate how we have stopped talking about the music because it's so not interesting that we have moved from Denny's to shoes.
we're being stuck on Hoobastank for a while, guys. Sorry.
Chat. Their new metal stuff's fine. Their alt rock stuff's horrendous.
I don't know.
This is already going downhill. Where are we?
been going
Chat,
down.
where are we putting Hoobastank?
S tier because it'd be funny.
Are you gonna use your S tier on Hoobastank?
No,
I'm not gonna use my S tier on Hoobastank.
Honestly, I don't even think we need to use the S
I
tier.
don't think we do.
I think I'm shooting for like somewhere in E.
I would say
I would say D.
okay, under Creed.
Under Creed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Under Creed in D, borderline E tier, I think. Okay. Hootie and the Blowfish. Another one album wonder.
Yeah.
We're batting 1,000 with these names too.
I know, right? Southern Rock, which then I think the band disbanded after a second album, and then Darius Rucker, I think is his name, had a very successful country career as being one of the blandest country singers on the planet, which is incredibly hard to do, by the way, because after, some country fun facts, after 9/11, everything became literally the most boring thing on the planet in terms of country. So, the fact that he was able to do that and be the most boring,
Good for him.
pretty impressive.
Good for him.
Along with having one of the worst covers of Wagon Wheel.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's so overproduced compared to the original.
I only really know
so much of country is overproduced nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I really only know their cover of Interstate Love Song, which I think is really good.
Yeah. No, Hootie and the Blowfish, I do think is fine. I think it's fine. Honestly, maybe I'd put it under Audio Slave.
Yeah.
Because it's fun country alt rock.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's that great, but I don't think it's the worst.
No. It's not bad.
I feel like they actually try and do their own thing rather than just try and sound like someone else or take too much inspiration from another band.
Yeah, because after then, everyone started doing the shtick. These guys were the first ones, so I'll give them that credit. I'm not going to be a Hootie hater, some would say. All right. This one's funny. I told you.
Blowfish.
So
Does Cody know about this?
I didn't tell him.
Okay.
Do you know this band, Cody?
No.
All right, so this is the atmospheric black metal band in the 2000s, Horn. Now, you may be wondering, why is there an atmospheric black metal band in the butt rock playlist? And I have come up with two possibilities, because I looked online, and there's nothing I could cross-reference to for it being a MySpace thing. So two things. One, their dad really liked Horn, the person who made this list. That's one. Or, because how the logo looks like that, they tried to put in a logo for corn. So do you want to?
We already have new metal on this list.
So that feels like it should make sense if someone who doesn't know new metal saw a bunch of logos and mistyped corn and put horn instead.
But here's the thing, is that it's still sorted alphabetically.
I put it like that.
Oh.
It was I put it like
All
that.
right, then they definitely did that.
Yeah. So do you want to count this as corn? Or do you want to be funny and only count it as horn?
I think we should count it as horn.
I didn't listen to these guys, so I don't know.
I don't listen to these guys either.
I know corn.
I think we should just throw it, just throw a dart where it lands. Spitball.
First album 2005.
Yeah.
Oh, they put out an album last year. Good for them.
Yeah, I literally looked it up. It's atmospheric black metal.
Pagan black metal.
Yeah, on
Wow.
so I don't know. How about this? We'll give Horn a you try. I'll do this in.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta do some research here, because when you're talking about black metal, it's always good to see whether or not they're Nazis.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
See,
Where's the band from?
They're from Germany.
Oh,
They're from Germany.
and they're pagan metal, which is a very slippery
Exactly.
slope to,
That's what I'm
NSBM.
saying.
I think we might be fine, because usually it's the Swedes who have the bad track record sometimes, or the Finnish, or the Finnish.
It's Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, are we about to cancel Horn on Twitter.com?
I mean, themes say nature, history, folklore, illness, and mankind.
Imagine this is the one black metal guy that's like, save the trees, I love bunnies.
The single one, we found him.
We found the one hippie atmospheric pagan black metal. He takes a walk in the forest, not for album covers, but just be like, man, I love nature. I love it so much. I can't wait to sing about it.
So I mean, maybe I just don't know any better, but I'm not seeing anything that's really setting off any alarm bells in my head.
So can we give it the "You Tried" sticker, like honorary Three Amigops participation trophy?
Should we bring up a single song and just listen to them real quick?
Real quick.
Okay, sure, why not?
What their
Where's the? All right, so this is I mean, we're not going to obviously play this, but this is Turn 'em Hung or something. Okay, well, I mean, they sound like nice people. The music, that song didn't sound too bad. What about Okay. All right. Idea time. All right.
I'm listening.
Oh, this is gonna be a pain to edit, but we can do both this and Korn.
Okay.
So why don't we put horns somewhere? What are we thinking? C? Do we want to put them in C?
I'll put them in. I'm good with C tier because I feel like
I say either C or B. Just from that one little sliver of music I heard, I thought it was pretty good.
Let's put them under cold.
Yeah.
Let's put them under cold. The B needs to be thickened up.
Mm-hmm.
Korn, which we can't.
It's not here.
Because it's not here.
Korn's pretty good.
I
I like Korn.
Yeah, Korn's cool.
They are probably the new metal band I liked the most growing up.
Yeah, they're the most consistent.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of flops, but
Like a lot of the stuff, a lot of their like late 2000s stuff.
Oh yeah.
the Skrillex, the dubstep.
Oh, no.
album.
No, I mess with that.
No.
Okay.
Path of Totality goes hard. You
I
picked the wrong battle here, Cody.
Oh, he loves it. I do like a bunch of songs
yeah,
from it too.
that album rips.
Honestly, I would say after that album, they got pretty decent again.
I don't know, Paradigm Shift. I was like,
Yeah, it's kind of mid, but
Then what was the album after that?
that was the one that had that was like the last Fieldy album, right?
Maybe I don't even know. It's been so long since I've really deep dived on Korn.
Yeah, guys. Chat, we going into chat. We deep diving in the Korn discog.
Yeah. Serenity of Suffering. That album I thought was not great.
Oh wait,
That
which
was,
one is
that was the one that they had Corey Taylor guest on a song.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one was good.
That was bad. That's like the most mediocre radio rock
Yeah.
friendly they've ever got. When
But
the
then-
whole point of Korn is like,
to be abrasive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
but yeah, and then the album after that was pretty tight.
Yeah, the Nothing, because that was right after John Davis's wife passed away. So
Oh,
he put a
yeah.
lot of like the creative, like the struggles he was going through into that creative output, and that was really really good.
Yep. And then they then Fieldy left, and then the bass has not been the same.
It has not, yeah.
He was.
Which is weird because I want to say they said it was only like a temporary thing, and it has not proved temporary so far.
But at least we got bass Ikuli from Fieldy
that's
out of
true.
this. So
That's true.
I'd put Korn above Everclear.
I was honestly gonna say under Alice in Chains.
I think
That might be a lot of
At the
nostalgia
very
because
least.
I loved Korn growing up.
I think at the very least above A Perfect Circle.
I think I will agree with Cody.
Those first three albums, man. Those first three albums.
Yeah, but they had so many flops.
I know.
They had so many. They had honestly, if you do the ratio, I would argue it's probably about the same as Perfect Circle, and I like Korn way more.
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah. Self-titled,
Yep.
Life is Peachy,
Yep.
Follow the Leader, Issues,
Yeah.
okay, Untouchables, Take a Look in the Mirror, See You on the Other Side. I like See You on the Other Side.
It's okay. Yeah.
Untitled, Korn 3, it's fine.
Yeah, see, notice how much we're getting the
Yeah,
okays.
okay.
You know, I do like a bunch more Korn songs and a bunch more Perfect Circle songs.
true,
So
that's
I'm
true.
okay with Korn being the highest in B.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
You know, that's like an
You've
8.
convinced me.
That's an 8 out of 10,
Yeah.
right? Like that's great.
You've convinced me. We're putting corn in B.
Corn's in B. We don't have it in front of us, but it'll be in editing.
Okay.
Incubus, I like Incubus.
Incubus is pretty good,
It's
actually.
pretty good. Honestly,
They're pretty good.
if it's okay, I'm okay with putting this directly under Corn.
All right.
I really like Incubus.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
I really didn't like give Incubus their due until like very recently. I'm like, wait a second. These guys kind of slap.
Yeah,
These guys are kind of good.
because like on paper, everything about it is this sounds like the most generic thing, and then I listened to like the album that had Drive on it, and I went, I get it now.
Yeah.
This rocks. Yeah, I put it under Corn above A Perfect Circle.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. And then their new metal stuff's fun. Their alt rock stuff's
Yeah.
fun. Everything's fun. Is it the best? No. Some of their newer stuff's kind of boring. Sure.
But it ain't the worst.
Yeah.
That could be said for a lot of these bands.
But which, to transition, another actually good band, Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction.
Jane's
Who are in the process of breaking up? Question mark.
question mark? Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know.
That happened in Boston too. That fateful show.
Yeah. Boston, let's go. Woo! We ruined Jane's Addiction.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas, Boston.
Jane's Rehab.
Jane's couples therapy. But the thing is, I've never gotten too into them.
No, neither have I. Like, there's a couple songs that like been caught stealing. Stop.
One of my old Stop especially is really good.
That whole album is so good.
At one of my old jobs, I used to work at a Pakistan, and Ben Caught Stealing used to play all the times, and all my coworkers would talk about how they hated it because of the dogs barking in the beginning. And I'm like, this song like rocks. Like, what are you talking about right now?
Oh yeah. The wispy little guitar with the bass line combo. No, and nasty. It's so good.
The bass and mountain song too.
Oh my god, yeah. Honestly, we could put it, even though we're not super into it. I mean, B or A, I think is fine.
I'd be okay putting an A because Alice in Chains looks really lonely up there.
Yeah,
that was half the reason I wanted Korn in A too.
Well, we'll put Jane's Addiction in.
All right,
okay.
Jane's Addiction.
Kid Rock. Put him in F.
You know what? Honestly, I'll put him in the lowest. There's
Kid Flop.
Yeah, no, literally. First of all, I'll say this, okay? Say whatever you want about Kid Rock. I hated Kid Rock before.
Before it was cool.
Yeah, right? Because again, new metal kid, and everyone's like, dude, it's like, that song's awful. That's awful. His new metal stuff is awful. His personality, obnoxious. Him coming out with like his pimp code being like, I can rap. Let me rap about wanting to have sex with underage girls in Osmosis Jones. That's really great.
I just want to look up how old Kid Rock is.
I forgot that
now.
Osmosis Jones song was a thing.
Yeah.
My parents loved All Summer
This
Long,
is a
which
54-year-old man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he did the country alt music shtick because he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all about musical integrity.
No.
He's literally, by definition, the biggest sellout on the planet. So whenever I hear a boomer guy goes, people don't write songs nowadays. It's all blah, 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 blah. This rock band sold out. And it's like, oh, you like Kid Rock? The biggest poser in music history?
Yeah.
He did country alt like music. He then went to full alt rock. Then he went to full country.
Yeah.
And guess what? No one cares. And now he goes, I'm MAGA rock. No one cares. You're a loser.
You are washed, bro. Just hang up your red hat.
You can't be doing Coors Light in the backyard anymore, bro. You need to go take care of your kids. You need to get a job, bro. You're a loser. And I would be okay. I don't think switching genres is bad. Beyonce did that 2 albums in a row, going from R&B to house and dancehall, then to country. And I think both those transitions were phenomenal, fantastic. But Kid Rock just sucks.
Yeah.
Keep him in
It's
F, bottom of F.
Beyonce did it because she had an actual connection to the music. Kid Rock did it because he's a grifter and wanted to make money.
Yeah, he is literally I would say the most popular music grifter on the planet. I really can't think of a bigger sellout other than maybe Ted Nugent.
Oh God.
But I think I like more Ted Nugent songs than Kid Rock songs. So you know, whatever.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah. Lifehouse.
I gotta double check that these are the guys.
The hanging by a moment dudes, right?
My hot take is I think Lifehouse is actually pretty decent.
Halfway Gone's the song I know them by.
Oh, okay. I actually think they're pretty decent.
They're all right. I don't think I've heard a single song other than Halfway Gone.
I've listened to like a couple songs. They're pretty all right. I think I'd put them probably under Flyleaf.
That's fine by me.
Fair.
Yeah. And then we have Matchbox 20. Now this is my little personal bias because my mom liked Matchbox 20, so I listened to a lot of Matchbox 20, and I understand like, yeah, there's a lot of trash songs. But like I grew up on it, so I have like I have a little heart.
Okay.
I don't know what people's thoughts are on Matchbox 20, and like
They're another one I'm ambivalent towards.
And
The
Push
hits
is an
are
awful
fun.
song.
Yep.
I don't like Push. I like 3 a.m. off that album. I like Bent. That's a good song. Unwell. That song's overproduced as hell, but it's fun.
Unwell is another one of those songs that like I listen to when I had a headache, and so now I always get a headache whenever it comes on. There's a good amount of songs that play on like Magic 106.7 have that like the headache music.
just a band list called the Ouchie List.
I should make that a playlist. Headache music, just songs that give me a headache.
You'll never listen to it, but it's there.
So I actually really don't know where I'd put it because I am really biased because I like. I'd put them above Audio Slave, but I know no one.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'm again, I'm ambivalent towards them.
All right.
We've already made enough people mad putting Audio Slave in C.
We probably have.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Matchbox 20.
Mudvayne.
I actually think their first album's kind of good.
They're solid, but like
Everything else, and then it gets like worse as they keep
Yeah.
going.
I'd take most other new metal bands over Mudvayne personally.
I can't say I've ever really gotten into them. I know like maybe one song by them. That one. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was confused. I was confused as to why they were in here because that's the one song I know by them. I'm like, these guys are butt rock. Like,
Honestly, I'd put them above Disturbed or under Disturbed. Either way, I don't really care.
I would put them above
Yeah,
Disturbed.
because like it's just the first. I like the first album Mudvayne had more than most Disturbed albums. So
Yeah.
like that's my reasoning.
It's a little more consistent, just from the one album at least. But
All right, now the big one.
it's Nickelback.
It's Nickelback, the one everyone hates. This is the obvious one. Everyone knew it was coming. Overhated.
Over it for sure.
Sure. Are they bad? Oh yeah.
they have the same like resurgence as like Creed, where nowadays people are really into them.
I can respect them though.
Yeah. Well, first of all, they're cool guys.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys ever seen the Nardwuar interview, but they're like really chill.
I don't know if I saw this clip. It may have been from the Nardwuar interview. I don't know, but it was Chad Kroeger talking about like that meme, the look at this graph, and he was like, "Yeah, we could take that down if we wanted to, but we thought it was funny, so we left it alone."
Yeah, no, they have good spirits, and the thing is, like, sure, even at they do have some fun songs, like "How You Remind Me,"
Yeah.
"Photograph" is one. But here's the thing: with every fun song,
Also, they were on the Spider-Man soundtrack.
exactly right. But then with every song that you tolerate, there's like 5 absolutely disgusting and horrendous songs. Like what's that one? Was it Animals?
Oh God! Animals.
Or when they did the pop song, the "She Kicked Me Up at Night," that was, oh God.
If you are like, I'm pretty sure Todd in the Shadows said this, but if you're like, first way to describe a girl is like a funky little monkey. Like, you know what's crazy
You should
too?
stay away from women.
You know what's crazy too is I'm pretty sure that song was written about Avril Lavigne because Chad Kroger and Avril Lavigne were married.
They were. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What a track record she has. She has Derek, what's his face from Sum 41, and Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
Where's Sum 41 on here?
Oh my God, they'd be so high. You don't understand. They'd be A tier.
They would be high.
I don't care. But
They're so
Rest in
overhated.
peace. Rest in peace, Sum 41.
gosh, yeah,
They're not dead. They just broke up.
No. Sum 41 is the entity has died. There was actually a character name.
Yeah.
We spoiled that time I got hit by a truck and got transported to another world. we spoiled that character death. I'm sorry. The thing about Nickelback is I still think that they're really mid.
Yeah. They're fine. Again, they're overhated, but they're still just kind of okay.
Yeah, and they do make a lot of really bad songs. I don't want to put them in. I think they're under 311. I
don't see, but the thing is like, I don't know.
Because like again, for every good Nickelback song, there's 5 horrendous, terrible songs that they've made. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, a third of their discography, maybe. Like, yeah, sure, it's listenable, palatable even. Mm-hmm. But the rest, I don't know. I think 5 out of 10 is fine. I just don't know.
Screw it. We'll do it. Put it in.
You know?
Sorry, Fuel.
Yeah, it's okay. I like more Nickelback songs than Feel songs. All right, Nirvana's S tier above Foo Fighters. I really think that's obvious. As much as I love Foo Fighters, and the 3 Nirvana albums are phenomenal pieces of music.
They're not the grunge band I go back to the most, but there's a reason.
They're an elite of their own.
There's a reason Nirvana occupies the spot in music culture that they do.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I listen to In Utero way too much. I really love In Utero. It's like one of my favorite. It's my favorite grunge album. It's In Utero. They're the bosses. You gotta pay your respect for the Dawn. And speaking of paying respect to the Dawn, the most listened to metal band under Metallica.
That's insane to me. That is insane to me.
Still have hits on streaming somehow. Papa Roach. These guys suck.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. How bad, though? That's the question.
So they started off new metal. And we all know the "Cut my life into." Yep. We all know that, all right? Mm-hmm. We all know that. We all make fun of it. Mm-hmm. One of the second most streamed metal song on Spotify.
Yeah. Also, I think we should also not shout out because that implies this is a good thing.
Yep.
The singer's name is Jacoby Shaddix. That's the stupidest goddamn name I've ever heard for a lead singer.
Yeah.
I know that's a stage name, but that means he chose it. He made the conscious decision to call himself that.
It's bad. It's bad.
Jacoby Shaddix. And he chose that name.
I assume.
It was not his God-given name. He willingly picked it.
It sounds like something a wizard would say, and like the furniture would start floating.
It sounds like a real
Jacoby Shaddix.
Watch as this is his actual name.
We've
just been making fun of him.
We are insulting a man's name that his mother gave him, and we are disrespecting. No, Dave, don't give me that look. No.
Birth name: Jacoby Dakota Shaddix.
Moving on.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Shaddix.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry, Kobe.
You do sound. Your name sounds like a programming block. I apologize. So they did the new metal shtick, and it's very bad. Then they did MySpace alt rock. That was also bad. Then they just kind of kept riding that overproduced modern rock wave of the 2010s. They made an EDM album because everyone else did. And I think that this day is a psyop by every record industry to make every rock band a dance group. And they're still somehow famous with incorporating post-hardcore and metalcore bands. So I gotta wonder, first of all, who is a Papa Roach fan? I would like to meet you because I really don't understand how.
I used to be friends with one. And I literally told him that. He tried so hard to get me into Papa Roach, and I had to tell him like over and over, it's not for me, man. It's not for me. He almost convinced me to see them live.
They're just not good. I'd honestly put them under Daughtry.
Yeah, I was thinking E as well.
They're just like, yeah, you can get some ironic enjoyment out of it, which is totally fine. It's valid. I'm not going to hate on you for that. Because, again, Last Resort, that is a goofy song, right? That's it. But just...
I couldn't even name another song other than Last Resort, honestly.
There was Last Resort and then like Between Angels and Insects, and that's the only two that I can think of off the dome.
But we got to talk about Pearl Jam.
Yeah, so the originators of the what rock sound, Eddie Vedder. Mm-hmm. I still think 10 is probably up there in like comedically enough, top 10 best grunge albums.
Yeah, and they're I agree wholeheartedly, and they're not even a band I'm like super into.
Yeah,
like they're probably they're the only one of the big four of grunge I like haven't done a deep dive on their whole discography.
And the
Same
thing
here.
And the thing is that is the peak, and then they just get more and more just okay as they go on.
But they still play huge stadium tours all the time.
Because 10 is just built different.
Yeah.
Nickelback will never have a 10. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if even like the B-sides like Jeremy are like beloved songs, like that is insane.
Yeah.
It's just built different. So I mean, I don't know if we should give it like A out of respect.
I'd be down with A, maybe like
lowest in A.
Lowest
I was thinking
below
lowest in
James.
A or highest in B. But even that feels too low. Putting Pearl Jam in B feels too low.
I think lowest in A should be fine.
Okay, lowest in A is fine.
Yeah.
I had in middle school, my music teacher is like was the biggest Pearl Jam fan, to the point that he swore that they were better than the Beatles.
Whoa, okay.
That's
all right.
That was like, I was like, whoa, like people's.
I don't know why I thought this, and it's probably because I've been listening to him a lot recently. I thought you said that he said they were going to be better than the Beastie Boys. I'm like, still no,
like
still no.
apples to oranges.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, where's the connection here?
Apples to oranges, but I will take Paula's Boutique over 10 any day. That's my hot take. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that album's so good.
I'm more of a Hello Nasty guy myself.
Hello Nasty's good. I think that's my second favorite. And then Check Your Head's probably my third.
Check Your Head's pretty good.
Even though it's kind of a mess. It's a little mess.
Beastie Boys, high A tier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, whatever. High A tier. Who cares?
Yeah.
We got so after so Creed is like the first post grunge band, followed by Nickelback, and then we have the bands that followed it. And I think this
the
is
post grunge.
Yeah, these are the poster child. This puddle of mud, and they also suck.
They're terrible, but boy, is Wes Scantlin funny to watch.
Oh my! She Hates Me is unironically one of the funniest, terrible songs you could play. It's just she hates me, la 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 la. Trust she hates me. It's like what? Oh what? They're just the trust. I'm like
give him an S tier, but only because of that really awful Nirvana cover that they had to take down off of YouTube because everyone was clowning on them for it.
Oh my god, I forgot that.
About a girl.
And he's there, friend.
All right, okay. All right.
The way.
They're just so bad.
Terrible. They are terrible.
They're so bad.
It's low-key more fun to do impressions of them than like Pearl Jam, Creed,
it is.
Nickelback.
It is.
Because
he can't sing.
Yeah, he's just that bad. Like it's like, okay, you can argue the Eddie Vedder thing isn't singing, right? Whatever, that's stupid. I just think this guy literally can't sing, and he's doing like, how everyone like tries their best to do like a Christopher Walken impression. That's what this guy's doing, but with music. All right.
Oh God, you're so right. You're so right.
Singing. He's just pretending. He's faking it till he makes it. So in E,
yeah,
where do you want to put him?
I'd be good with like lowest in E.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, sure. You know, under framing him and Lee.
Because I don't even know who they are, but like they're probably better than Puddle of Mud.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. Rusted Roots, another jam band.
Yeah, this is another one I've never heard of.
This is that like phase in the 90s when they were putting in world music, bringing in sounds from around the world.
Fancy.
Right? It's like we have sounds from Brazil and Africa, right? And then you look and it's a bunch of hippies playing an acoustic guitar and they'll maybe have like I don't know, a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's these guys. They're in the Ice Age movie. I know they had a song in the Matilda movie. So they're around.
All right. Good for them.
Just no one remembers them. And I cannot say that this hippie kind of jam band stuff is my thing. I don't think so. It's not my taste. It's not my blood. I'd rather listen to Mudvayne.
Okay, so we put them in D at the highest.
Even though they're technically not bad, it's just like it feels like. What's a cartoon did you watch when you were in like preschool?
You expect me to remember that long
Dragon
ago?
Tales.
Dragon Tales.
Oh,
This
Dragon Tales.
feels like that. This is the kind of music that would play in the trailer for a Dragon Tales movie.
Ooh. That's so specific, but I know exactly what you mean.
Exactly right. That's my forte.
Okay. All right, cool.
That's the vibe that these guys have.
All right.
It's like it's like a happy like oh de doo de doo de doo doo. It's like in a world where sadness reigns true, these 4 cartoon characters will make things happy. Like that's Rusted
All right,
Root.
I got you.
Okay.
They're better than Disturbed. I'll give them that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I also feel like it'd be funny if it's here.
Well, hey, we'd love to do things for the bit, so.
Seether has like 5 really good songs. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I
Are they still around?
I think so, but I don't think they made music.
Okay.
I know they made an album in 2014, but I don't think they broke up. So I don't think they're gone.
Well, they're not bad though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're solid.
Fake It? Oh my god.
Fake It's so good.
Oh my god. And then it was in Burnout Paradise. Oh my god. I loved Burnout Paradise.
I remember driving to school every time Fake It would come on the radio. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Even country song, it's like ironic sense.
Yeah,
it's fun.
They're fun.
They're fun.
Just they're a fun band.
I put them above Bush. Or is that too low?
Maybe
Or what are we thinking?
I think under Bush, but above Collective Soul.
I would say above Bush. I would say maybe above Audio Slave.
Definitely in C tier.
You know what? I will go with Dave.
Cool.
Above Audio
Fair.
Slave.
Love
Because again, in making people hate me, I do like more Seether songs than Audio Slave songs.
That's the way to go by.
Seven Dust.
Seven Dust is one of those bands where I see their T-shirts like everywhere, but I couldn't tell you a song
You're
by them.
so
but I've-
right.
They're
You're
like
so right.
Yeah, and like I again researching for this, I listened to a couple songs. I'm like, I swear I have memories of hearing this, but I can't pinpoint it specifically. They're just there.
That's the thing. Like they're good, but not in any way memorable.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
yeah,
Because like I remember they put out an album like last year. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty solid, and I couldn't tell you a single song off that album.
I went on Rate Your Music because I'm like, I don't think I've ever listened to a full Seven Dust album.
Yeah.
I went on Rate Your Music. I did
Oh,
in 2018.
okay.
I don't.
You don't remember it?
No,
That's
no,
the thing.
No,
they're
no,
good, but they're not memorable.
They're the forget me not of butt rock bands.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's like it's so inoffensive.
Yeah.
and like does its job correctly. That like it's just. I always see it in every like here's some of the best metal bands of the 90s or the 2000s. It's like I'm trying my best and I don't want to be rude, but they do a very good job. But like I can't remember.
Yeah, it's strange. I think by that our logic, we have to put them in C.
Oh, I don't want to be mean. Where are we
I
gonna put
know,
them then?
that's the thing.
What are we gonna put them in then?
maybe highest in C because they are good at what they do.
They're going under Seether then. I'm not
Under
giving.
Seether?
Yeah, I'm a Seether stan now.
Okay.
We can't. This is when Cody's really hurt because he's like, man, I'm the biggest Seven Dust fan. Why you do that?
How dare you?
I'm okay to be mean to Shinedown now. I heard they're, I'm okay. I don't know what the thoughts are, Shinedown.
I think Second Chance is like the butt rock dad rock song. Mm-hmm. I think it's the like definitive one, but I feel like that's all they've got going for them.
They have the most divorced dad energy of anyone on this list.
They do. And do you remember my history with Shinedown?
Was it the Boomlay song? No.
So right, I think it was right around when they started. Maybe not when they started doing it, but when I think it was the first time I had done a Spotify Wrapped.
Oh my god!
Somehow, Shinedown was my number one artist listened to of that year. I don't know when. I think it was when. Oh, I gotta look it up. Not the most. Not even the two most recent albums. It was like 3 albums ago, I think. I guess I just really...
And we were all like in college and we were like we were interrogating you. It's like, did you listen to Shinedown? And we shined the lamp into your eyes and he's just like, no! But somehow...
Oh, so it wasn't even the year that album came out.
Yeah, no.
That album was in it was Threat to Survival, 2015. What the heck?
Yeah!
What is going on here?
And like, wasn't like a quarter of your top 100 Shinedown songs?
Yes!
Someone had to have been using your account, man.
I don't know. Because, like, I did listen to a decent amount, but not enough for it to be my number one artist in all the songs in my top 10.
Yeah.
Half of them be Shinedown.
Shinedown themselves hacked into your account and just...
I mean, I do like a lot of Shinedown stuff, but the last 2 albums, no.
Oh, their last album, the Conspiracy Theory
the
one?
COVID Conspiracy album.
Oh my god, yeah. They're doing like they're trying to control you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
I like Sound of Madness. I like Amaryllis. I like Threat to Survival. I think those are really solid hard rock albums. I guess it's butt rock, I know, but like for 2000s butt rock, like it's pretty solid. But everything else, there's some good songs off the first album.
What's the Yellow album titled again?
Attention.
Attention.
Oh my god, I forgot the Pop album. Yeah. That was so bad.
I had a coworker that like her favorite bands were Shinedown and Breaking Benjamin.
Oh god.
And she had me like listen to that album and like the Diary of Jane album.
Should have been a good Shinedown album.
That's what I'm saying. But she
should have been a good album.
She started hating whenever I started saying like, "Oh, Second Chance is really good," and she's like, "But everyone listens to Second Chance," and it's like there's a reason.
There are other good songs on that album that are not Second Chance. Devour, the title track.
Oh yeah, Devour's a good song. Yeah.
Devour's pretty good.
I do like the title track.
I also do like their Simple Man cover, Lynyrd Skynyrd. That's a good cover.
See, so I understand Dave's argument.
Mm-hmm.
However, the last bunch of albums are so horrendously
Really
bad.
bad. Really
I
bad.
really don't think we should let them outside of highest and C.
I think you're right. I think if they had stayed the course of that 3-album run of Sound of Madness, Amaryllis, and Threat to Survival, they'd be higher. I would put them in B. But those last 2 albums, especially the last album, was just so unbearable.
Oh yeah, that was probably one of the albums I hated the most that year.
Yeah.
It came out. It was really bad, especially that year because a lot of bad stuff came out.
Apparently, I just saw they put out a new song recently, January 24th.
Oh boy, what's it called?
It's called Three. It's 2 songs, 365 and Dance Kid Dance.
All right, I don't even want to know.
I'm gonna listen to them when I get home, and I'll let you know.
Hello, Skillet. You're an F tier. Buck Cherry.
I wonder, are they also a Christian band?
Looking at the cross in their logo.
The potentially AI generated logo.
Yeah. So, speaking of COVID denialism, so it is kind of a theme that a lot of butt rock bands just naturally gravitate towards that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
This album. So Skillet was like, I have a monster inside me. Only God can save me. It's like, okay, come on, bro. Like, no one's listening. This is lame. And guess what? It is lame. Then they were like over generic, very vague. Like, they did get kind of a big hit with like, they kind of went towards more like generic rock anthems about being good and cool. And now they have dipped down to, don't believe anything you said. I have the truth. I know the truth. Gonna say the truth. It's a conspiracy. They're hiding it from you. They're doing that now.
Yeah.
And and then through all this course, nothing's good. There's nothing good. You can try to be like, oh, you know what I really like about Skillet? And I go, no, there is none.
You like something about Skillet?
Nope.
Scientifically impossible.
Literally, I don't understand the appeal of Skillet. It's bad. And I think it's worse than Buck Cherry, because at least Buck Cherry I can laugh at. Skillet's like,
I can laugh at Skillet.
not at how popular they are. That's the issue.
I guess that's fair.
If they were not popular and losers, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Soundgarden,
S. I'm putting S.
I literally was about to say
Yep.
easy S tier.
Yes, they are my favorite of the big four.
Honestly,
grunge.
I feel like I'd put them above Foo Fighters.
I would put them over Foo Fighters too.
Yep. Super Unknown.
On a personal,
Oh, God.
on a personal bias, I would put them above Nirvana, but I'm sure that would be sacrilege to a lot of people, because, like you said, Super Unknown. For me, Bad Motorfinger is just like untouchable. But
I'd say both. I'm team both.
what do you mean both?
Both Bad Motorfinger and Super
Oh,
Unknown.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to think. It's like duo.
I'm good keeping it as it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying on a personal level, I would put them above
I'm just trying to
Nirvana.
rank. It's like, do I rank like Bad Motorfinger and Super? Like, are they better than In Utero?
Does Bad Motorfinger have a spoon solo?
But In Utero though,
It's not in Utero.
it's not In Utero. I would say it's better than Nevermind in my opinion. But both are better than Nevermind to me.
Wow, okay.
Because I love.
I agree.
I love they're both very good albums. I love like those are. It's like In Utero. Those two. We'll throw 10 and then Dirt.
Yeah.
Like those are easy top 5.
Because like
grunge.
unlike Alice in Chains, unlike sort of Pearl Jam, because they're just on a steady decline, not really bad, but not really good. Soundgarden don't really have a bad album either. I mean, their first album when they were still kind of punky is like kind of whatever, but then like from Louder Than Life on, it's all just like
banger after banger,
Banger
after
after
banger after banger.
Sure.
That's well. That means we have the top 4 of grunge ranked actually.
wow.
So that's
we
kind
did
of
something
cool.
right.
So you know what? So speaking of good bands, we should transition to something not good instead. With Stained, yuck.
Yeah.
Very whiny, but not as funny as Puddle of Mud. Yeah, I'm eyeing that bottom of E tier.
They're bad. And I'm saying that as someone who's seen them alive.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh no.
And keep in mind, I didn't go. It wasn't a pleasure trip to see Stained live. It was work.
Yeah, it was a job.
It was a job.
I think under Puddle of Mud is fine.
I got paid
I
to
would
laugh at Stained.
I would hope you were compensated.
I was compensated.
I will say I don't think that like version of Outside with Fred Durst is that bad, because I know sometimes that'll play on like
Where's
the rock
Limp
radio.
Bizkit on this list?
Exactly.
Limp Bizkit would go in A. Now,
All right, cool.
we have solved that entirely because my argument is rolling. Now, but yeah, Stained. And the funny thing is, I do like Fred Durst's on the Outside, the little dreamy vocals he has with to the point where he sounds way better than the actual lead singer.
Fred Durst is a good singer.
Yeah,
Like
you know?
he doesn't sing as much as he should, because he's like a good singer.
Yeah, he has like a very good voice
Yeah.
for like a good type of music, you know, very ballady voice. But you know, Stained,
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Stone Temple Pilots.
I like Interstate Love Song.
They have.
I like that first album a lot.
They have
Core is really good.
Core is good. Purple's good. I like Purple. They do have some hits afterwards that I like. The issue is the Alice in Chains issue, but it's worse.
Yeah.
Is once the lead singer died, they came back as an alt rock, folky kind of band.
It's not good.
It's horrendous.
It's really not good.
If that came out in the 90s, that'd be seen as a hack. Like, that's how bland it is.
I remember buying the first album that they had with the new lead singer on iTunes. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so good. And then listen to it, I'm like, oh.
Oh, no.
So, with that in mind, we have to consider that. So I would say maybe highest in B above Korn.
I was thinking B as well.
Because I'm sorry, those last two albums, you can't psyop me. They're just so lifeless.
Yeah. If they just hadn't come back after Scott Weiland passed, they'd be A easily.
Oh, easy A tier.
Easy A tier, but
I'd even put them above Pearl Jam.
yeah, I probably would too.
You know, it's just the folks. They should have named it a different band. Should have. Theory of a Dead Man.
A band I forget exists most of the time.
I feel like this is also another easy F.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
But here's the contest. Is it better or worse than Buck Cherry?
I mean, I'm a little bit biased for it being worse than Butt Cherry because Not Meant to Be plays at my job every single day.
We shall honor you, my good friend. Right under Buck Cherry.
there we go.
Thank you, my friend.
We only got 3 more left, and then
Hey.
we're out. 3 Days Grace. Awful.
This is where my autism comes in.
No!
This is where my autism comes in.
Cody's using his
My
Hail Mary.
I'm not going to use my Hail Mary. I first discovered 3 Days of Grace from a Star Wars video game. This is still 2008, 2009 YouTube where gameplay was really badly recorded. I don't know if it was Battlefront 2 or Knights of the Old Republic that it was, but there was a battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. And just Animal I Have Become was put over it. And then there was also, you remember how I was talking about a Sonic AMV earlier?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
T-Pain, and it just showed a bunch of really sad photos of silver covered in blood.
Okay.
Classic.
So, my history is that as a kid, when YouTube was a thing, I liked the song Pain by Jimmy Eat World, and then I found Pain by 3 and I went, this sucks.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think about 3 Days Grace because they weren't in Guitar Hero, they weren't in Rock Band. I really didn't, or the ones I had. So one day, little Josh was looking because he read the manga that Naruto got a sequel with Naruto Shippuden. It was out in Japan about 1.5 years before I came to America, maybe even 2. So the only footage I had at the time was a pirated from Japan AMV of Animal I Have Become to show footage of the Naruto and Deidara fight in the first arc of Shippuden. And I went, and I had to deal with it because that's the only footage of Shippuden I would ever see for 2 years.
Oh my god.
Is the Animal I Have Become.
That's amazing.
So
Put him an S in that case.
no, I'm vetoing any Hail Marys.
See, I even like a break. I like a good handful of 3 Days Grace songs, but I mean, once Adam Gontier left,
He's back, by the way.
Yeah, he's back now.
Yeah, they're doing the double singer.
Which is really cool. I wish more bands would do that.
Me too. It's not just all right, you sucked as our lead singer. Old guy comes back.
Yeah.
It's there's good in both of you guys.
Yeah.
You know how I'm shocked hasn't done that? This is a total aside.
What?
I'm shocked Killswitch Engage hasn't done that.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
I think they've toured with Howard Jones's new band.
Yeah, like the Torch, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think they've done a full set with both him and Leach on vocals.
That'd be really nice.
That'd be so nice.
Like they could switch off cleans and screams, that'd be really cool.
But they don't
Take
do that.
notes. Take notes from 3 Days Grace.
Come on, Killswitch Engage.
Well, they got a new album out, so.
Yeah, and it's
So, with that said, 3 Days Grace, it has to be D tier, man. I can't.
I'm fine.
I
with
will.
that.
I will accept a D tier.
I'll accept D tier because they're funny at least.
I'll put him above Mudvayne. Or is Mudvayne's first album way better than?
I think Mudvayne.
I think Mudvayne is just better.
Okay, we'll put it under Mudvayne, but above Rusted Root because I think that would still be funny. Now,
For sure.
All right. Speaking of things that are funny,
Headstrong, I'll take you on. Oh, it's so funny. It's
Pandora's
so bad.
Pandora's favorite rock band. By the way,
that's right.
No, are you for real?
I'm for real. Like there was like one thing where it was like Pandora's #1 stringed rock song is "Headstrong" by Trapped, which I think is just hilarious.
Goes to show you who uses Pandora.
No, Headstrong. Oh my god. Okay.
Trapped sucks, man.
They suck. Now we have to determine where in F they're obviously going to go.
Oh god. I would say
I think
under Skillet. Personally, for me, under Skillet.
I would go as far as to say under Kid Rock.
Really?
I
You know
personally like because I feel like at least like Kid Rock is like acknowledged by like a certain group of people. I feel like Trapped just kind of like pushes everyone away. Like
Honestly,
they went on that whole like Twitter tirade
Yeah.
against all their critics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you know what? We'll put Trapped under Kid Rock because you know what? Honestly, the original Kid Rock run, I could see, even though I hate it, and I think he was obviously a poser. He obviously was just. I'm the same boring new metal, but I'm stealing black culture a lot more openly than everyone else.
Yeah.
Right? I can see why people would like him. I do not see why you would like
Why
Trapped.
people like Trapped? Okay, I'll accept that. That makes sense.
And Velvet Revolver, it's boomer stuff.
Yeah,
It's boomer rock.
It's the same. Honestly, Velvet Revolver is the same thing with
Audio
Slave. Yeah, it's like
I don't get it.
I don't get it. You got Scott Weiland, you got Slash, you got I don't know who else is in that band. It's just those two people.
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
remember.
And
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Well, honestly, I like Hootie and the Blowfish more than Velvet Revolver. Actually, now thinking about it, I don't know if that's a meme.
Dang. Sorry, Velvet Revolver.
They really only have like Sliver. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Slither.
and
not
even
Sliver.
and even then, like that song's like just kind of okay. Like
People only remember like the riff for like that.
It's that thing I was saying. It's in the late 2000s. Boomer rock just came back, but no one bothered to update anything.
Yeah.
Make it sound good. No, we need to make it sound like what your parents want to hear. And honestly, none of it aged well.
yeah.
None of it. All right, and we got one more request.
Oh,
One request. So we have the bonus Limp Bizkit and the bonus corn. We need one more bonus. We have been requested put in Crush 40. Where would we put Crush 40 in the tier list of butt
I
rock?
love Crush 40.
here's the thing. Do we know any other songs they've done aside from the Sonic music?
They make other music beside the Sonic music?
Yes.
Okay, so now that I am taking this information, we're going to take this information you just said and put a pin in it, and it's called ignoring that. They only make Sonic.
They are the Sonic band.
If we are just going off of their Sonic output, maybe like high B.
Honestly, I'd say lowest in A.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I'm sorry, but here's a very valid point. Okay. So butt rock's the thing, right? Hear me
Yes.
out. Okay.
Okay. I'm
If Crush
listening.
40
Yes.
count as
Continue.
All right, if Crush 40 counts as butt rock, all right. Name any Nickelback song that's as good as I Am All of Me.
I mean, fair.
Okay. Now look at
I am more of a Sonic Heroes kind of what I'm made of.
That's
Okay.
what I was going to
Well, no,
say. I was
I'm-
going to say what I'm made of.
Well, I'm just
kinda.
saying, like, I Am All of Me is the most. It is trying too hard
Yes.
to be a
That's-
butt rock
that's
song.
fair, that's fair.
And that's why I was using that for example. It's not even my favorite, and I do agree with that. But like, so if the litmus test of when Crush 40 is trying to sound like Nickelback, they made I Am All of Me, and most of those bands cannot even hit that caliber of ironic talent. They have to go in low A.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? You've convinced me.
You know, And like that's not even all about rock. You know, we've heard their other songs. You know, they can do other things.
Yeah.
They can do other flavors of modern rock at that time. You know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, even ignoring all that, like they're bangers. Regardless of like context here, they're bangers, man.
Yeah.
They are just an all-around solid band.
Yeah. I wish they would make more music.
I wish they toured live so that way I can see Dave mosh in the pit to any literal singular Sonic the Hedgehog song. I feel like that. Yeah, see, he has the biggest smile on his face for everyone listening.
You can't see, but I'm like looking off into the distance all wistfully.
Imagine the pit to friggin' All Hail Shadow.
Oh my god.
Oh my, yeah.
Listen, I understand. I'm almost 30 years old. I'm not what I used to be in the pits. I'm out of shape. I get winded in the pit very easily. If you put me in a Crush 40 pit, I would not leave. I would tough it out. I might die. I might pass out, but I would.
You will
it would
die
be worth
happy.
It.
Bro,
I will die happy.
Shirts off, but like the Sonic the Hedgehog painted on his chest, going hard. Bro, the party ended 40 minutes ago.
Yup.
He's still doing
I'm still
it.
going. I'm still going.
And so yeah, that's my take. So, you know,
Crush 40. Do a tour, please. I know they do the Sonic Symphony thing, but like I think you guys should do a tour.
yeah,
You'd make a lot of money.
If
I'm
Linkin
sure.
Park can come back and tour, you can come back. Crush
Where was
40.
Linkin Park on here? That's the biggest like.
If Rage isn't on here, I don't think Linkin Park should be on here. That's all I'm
Really?
saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I don't think
Rage is butt rock.
See, that's what I'm saying. So Rage ain't on here. I don't think Linkin Park should be on here. I think Linkin Park puts weight.
Rage is far more political than Linkin Park.
I'm not even saying political. I'm just saying music-wise. Like, no new metal band even sounds remotely close to Linkin Park.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. You know, they did such well. You know, they reinvented new metal so bad it killed new metal.
That's yeah.
You know,
Good.
pretty much.
like Limp Bizkit's career literally died the moment Hybrid Theory got
Yep.
big. So that's too mean. I don't want to put it there.
Okay.
Also, your dad's way too cool of a dad if he's listening to Linkin Park. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we're for. When we eventually become dads, we'll be the cool dads because we listen to Linkin Park.
But speaking of modern rock, White Stripes isn't on here.
Oh, that's shocking.
That one, if we're including dad rock in the description,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
very
wild.
awkward one to
Yeah.
leave
I
out.
mean, we could do a whole nother. All right, next episode, we do a tier list on all the bands that should have been on this tier list.
Why are you so smart, Dave? Why are you literally the smartest person I know? Oh my God! You know what? Sure, we will look into this.
We'll workshop it a bit.
This is because that could be a good idea. Us screaming about Coal Chamber.
Cone Chamber in F.
Well, I was gonna put it in S. What are you talking about? But yeah, no. This is our current butt rock tier list. I really think we can't really improve it any more than this.
I don't think so either. It's
pretty tight.
This
it's
is
pretty good.
I'm really
very
happy.
pleased with what we accomplished today.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, this is where we just awkwardly shuffle off, and then get really quiet as I play this epic bonus clip at the end.
Whoa, epic bonus clip. That's so cool.
I miss Talk to Her. Please come back, Haley Welch.
No, they took the episode down.
Oh, never mind.
Because apparently it wasn't supposed to come out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was leaked online.
Oops.
Because apparently that was the I'm sorry, but I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm sorry video. And like, apparently it was taken down. So they didn't, so Talk to is not back.
Oops.
This is staying in, by the way. Now,
Turn on the TV. They put Talk to on.
Talk to is gone. And that's the end of the video. Bye-bye.